Of self is very powerful when we utilize it in a very positive nature. If you see yourself as a supreme being, not that everybody is beneath you, but you lift everybody up wherever you go, you spread that positivity, you have an infectious energy, but also an energy of magnetism because you are completely open up to whatever God wants to blow the wind in your direction. This means that you're not second guessing yourself, there's no hesitation, but enlightenment is the embodiment of all belief systems made as one and seeing that there's many different pathways to ascension. Every form of enlightenment is alignment. Every form of connection is a projection of the I am presence. There's no danger of I am, it's only what you say after it. So in this moment, in this precise moment, we can connect into the energy of punctuation. This means that our telepathic abilities, our abilities to communicate at great distances, is very powerful. See yourself as powerful, you'll never lose sight of who you are. This means that you are the grand architect of the universe, that you're generating the symbolism in your life, but confirmation, miracles, and signs will always let you know. And you don't have to ask the spirit world what you need to do. You don't necessarily need to meditate to find God, but you should already know that you've already found him and that he's never left the building, is seeing it within thyself. When you have that appreciation, that authenticity, that connection to who you are, you don't feel the need to say that you're forgiven or that you are someone that is embracing a new life, because the spiritual awakening is a new life, and it means that you have been forgiven and that the sins of the mother and the father are not present anymore. Those counter intentions are something you're breaking away from, the generational bondages. But free will is paramount. When we understand that free will is paramount, we see that everything changes within every single moment because of choices, because that's why Jesus was crucified on the cross, to have the transfiguration of the soul so that we would be able to have free will. But without great suffering, sometimes we don't learn the things that we need to learn. And I'm not saying you have to suffer. You can transcend that. You don't have to be your trauma or identify with your shadow completely. But in this moment, there's a steady current and flow of God's source energy and the great I am, life source energy. When you pull in from life source energy, you are an ordained minister of connection. This means that you are someone that administers in different ways, profoundly. Prophetically, we are wanting to be the rite of spring. So to be righteous is not necessarily a negative thing, but to be authentic, to be truthful, to be completely honest is another thing. Righteousness is not a sin. Sin is not even a real thing. Now, we can confuse that with playing and dwelling within wards of darkness instead of celestial halls. But it's like even the intention of like where our thoughts come from. Where does this viewpoint of ourselves come from that we're less than, that we're unworthy? Our worthiness doesn't have to be proven. It's something that's already known. So what's beautiful about everything in life, it can be forgiven, released, and forgotten. So a lot of people in the spiritual community are still fighting themselves to be redeemed. So I have a question to ask you. Are you saved? That's a Christian term. But if you can't answer that you're one with the Spirit wholeheartedly, if you can't answer that unequivocally without any hesitation, I know without a shadow of a doubt that I'm one with the fucking Spirit. And nobody can take that away from me. Within my demonstrations, within my teachings, within the things that I've done with my gifting, nobody, and I mean no one, cannot deny that I'm one with the Spirit, because truth always stands and it speaks volumes within faith. That's what it does. Your wish is your command. You are the commandments of your heart. You are the provider. So you are everything that you speak, everything that you spell. So we can debunk anything that is not us and embrace ourselves fully. That's my invitation, is to really, really believe. And I had somebody said that I look manic the other day. And I said, I'm in my bliss. You should go and find it. Now, that's not an arrogant thing to say. Because when you're in your bliss, when you're in your heavenly flow, when you're in the state of having the doors of heaven laid at your feet, nobody can fuck with your bliss. Nobody can mess with it. Nobody can tear you down. Nobody can put a counter intention on it because you're one with the spirit.